From Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show.
Oh, God.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning in to the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No. I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. The Tom Leykis Show brought to you in part by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Law enforcement is cracking down from coast to coast. You drink and drive, you lose. It's Thursday and time for another edition of Leykis 101.
Can you attend my class? It is for your own good.
I mean, a girl decides how far she's going to let you go in the first 5 minutes.
You in my class? I am today.
I want to ask you a question first. Listen, you're my older brother. Let me ask you some advice. You are a married man, right? I am about to be a married man. What can I expect from this marriage thing, huh? Oh, what is the honest scoop?
The honest scoop, first month, from the beginning, it's terrific. It's great. Second month, things calm down a little bit. Third month, looking through your old phone numbers, old girlfriends. By the fourth month, you're numb. You know, it's incredible. So by the fifth month, hopefully, football season starts.
Football.
You got ball games.
Right.
You're betting ball games.
Yeah.
You got Monday night.
And I am so glad we had this chat. Really, thanks. You really answered my question.
It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. More importantly, we teach women how men think. I am your professor. This is my classroom. Class is in session. This is where we teach the tenets of Leykis 101. There's always a new crop of students. Here we are, the fall semester of Leykis 101. And I want to remind you of some of the basics for those of you who are relatively new to class. Leykis 101 students are proud to be known as jerks or a-holes. We do not take that kind of criticism seriously. We consider it a compliment. Leykis 101 students know that the only reason a man goes on a date, quote-unquote, is to get laid. We don't want to get to know a woman's intellect. We're not going to bother asking you who you're voting for president. You don't even know who's running in most cases, ladies. We don't care about your little job or your problems with your ex-boyfriend or your cat or your dog. We just don't care about you because we just met you. What would make you think we want anything more than to see your knockers? That's what we want when we meet you. We spend that first date, if you will, figuring out what you look like without your clothes on, calculating how long it would take to get from wherever we're pouring booze down your gullet back to your place. We are not listening to a word you say, and we can't hear you. And we're proud of it. Leykis 101 students don't spend more than $40 on a date. Zero is optimum. We know if you buy a woman champagne, lobster, it's not going to make any difference because a woman decides in the first 30 seconds whether or not she's going to have sex with you. Ever been with a woman who doesn't bring, like, clean panties or doesn't have her diaphragm with her or she doesn't have a toothbrush or she doesn't have clothes for tomorrow? Chances are you're not getting any. Bottom line. Leykis 101 students don't go on coffee dates or lunch dates. These are filibusters by those little attention whores who just want you to spend time and money on them, but they have no plan on having any sex. We know that chemical inducement is the way to get you to have sex with us. Alcohol, being legal, is the preferred chemical inducement. I'm not saying it's the only one. I'm saying it's the only legal one. No doubt about that. Leykis 101 students don't tolerate women talking on the cell phone during a date. If they do talk on the cell phone, we get up and excuse ourselves, then we leave. We don't stay around. If she's a bitch, we don't stay around. we get out. A Lycus 101 student will not buy a woman food on the way home from being at the bar or dance club. If we are drinking, we need to get to the shortest distance between 2 points, from that glass of booze to a pair of bed sheets, as fast as possible. Anytime a woman tells you that she's going to take you to the 13 Coins in Seattle, or she wants to go to Cantor's in L.A., she's letting you know she's not going to have sex with you. Let's take Cantor's as an example. No woman is going to have sex with you with pastrami breath. It's not going to happen. It's not. Believe me, women know when they're going to put out, and they prepare. They eat in advance. They pack things. Take things with them. Because women will use these things as an excuse. Lycus 101 students also know not to approach women in packs. If a woman is with 4 or 5 of her friends, she's not going home with you. In fact, her friends will all make fun of you. No matter what you look like or how good a job you have, they'll all make fun of you, if only to make her feel bad about going home with you. A Lycus 101 student would never respond positively to the following statement, speaking of groups of 5 or 6. If you want to buy me a drink, you have to buy drinks for my friends. Don't ever do that. You're better off not buying drinks for any of them and saying you don't buy drinks for chicks. They'll respect you. Because most guys are pussies. They just start opening their wallets and start spending. I might add this rule that I get so much mail about it, I have to add a rule to Lycus 101 this evening, and here it is. Lycus 101 students, do not take strippers seriously. If we have given money to a stripper, something I do not endorse. Your professor is totally opposed to handing money to a stripper, okay? But if you handed money to a stripper, you do not then say, what do I need to do to get in her pants? What do I need to do to date her? What do I need to do to go out with her? That woman is using you for money. She is a human ATM machine, and she only accepts deposits. There are no withdrawals. We don't date strippers on the Tom Leykis show. We do not date them in the Lycus 101 classroom. We just don't do it. The only way we would consider doing it is if absolutely no money has changed hands. And I challenge you to have sex with a stripper without any money changing hands. I challenge you. Bet you can't do it. Are there exceptions to every rule? Sure there are. But I'm telling you, in most cases, strippers just want your money, and they don't give a rat's ass about you. Period. And I pop my pee on purpose. Okay? So, Lycus 101 students, by the way, know that girls' night out means she's going to go do something else with someone else somewhere else. When a woman says she needs space, she really needs space to have sex with other people. We know that. We do not answer the phone on the weekend, boys. We let the answering machine take it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday. The only women we go out with on those nights are women where we are guaranteed to get sex. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are nights where we would consider going out with somebody when we don't know what's going to happen. Don't waste your weekends on chicks who don't put out. Don't give them the pleasure of having known they've taken up a weekend night of yours where you could have been getting laid. Never let a woman know that you're not getting laid. If you're going through a dry spell, never let on. Never. Always have her believe you're out on the weekend, you're busy, you're dating, you're having fun, you're always banging other chicks. Always appear to be in demand. Now, these are some of the basic rules of Lycus 101. Basically, as your professor, I am here to help you avoid serious commitment, avoid relationships, avoid marriage, to avoid wasting money or time on some big-mouth broad who just wants to sit there and eat up your entire evening with blah, 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 blah. I'm here to keep that from happening. Some of you may have questions for your professor. Some of you may be angry at your professor. Many of you disagree. I think a little classroom discourse is good. So whether you agree with your professor, whether you disagree, or whether you simply have a question or you need some advice, You're talking to a man here with a lot of experience.
Tom. 1-800-5800.
The last 6 months, man, that I've been getting so much poontang has been a shame, man. Life 101 is the real thing. All those people that are out there in denial, they better get their heads out their asses. And all those females are in denial, they better start giving it up. And it's the truth, it's the real, man.
It's Like It 101 on the Tom Leykis Show.
Show. It's Leykis 101. I'm your professor. And this month, we are celebrating our 10th anniversary on 100.7 The Buzz in Seattle. We have had a lot of wild fun in Seattle over 10 years.